Hi, so in this video I'm going to be doing some planting. I'm going to show how I am planting uh, pea sprouts, which is a very nutrient dense type of food stuff. It's going to be like growing to these green, long, um, type of, type of just greens that you basically can consume. So I'm gonna do that now. And this is something you can have on your next to your window indoor, and it's super simple. It will take up to 2 weeks, however, for this whole process to actually be eatable plants, but I'm gonna show the whole process. I also want to show, before I starting off with that, this aloe vera plant that I purchased yesterday. This is so stupid because I'm going to be having, assuming that I will have some trips in front of me in the coming month ahead. So to buy a plant now, it's not very smart. I realize it because this one is most likely going to get ruined because I will not be able to give it water, but I might be able to hand it to someone else who can take care of it. However, I purchased it yesterday, and it's a small aloe vera plant. And one of the reasons how I picked this one out of all the plants they had available was actually that it had so many like tiny baby aloe vera plants here. So aloe vera is actually, you can break one of these leaves and then you can use the gel inside of it as a sort of skin, remedy. And by the way, if there is any sound in this video, it's because it's a very heavy rainfall outside, and it's also some thunderstorm going on. So I thought it's perfect when you put in plants. It's really good to do it when it's raining, when it's a thunderstorm, because the plants will pick up on that electrical recharge, or if you're doing it outdoor, for them to sort of start the process of growing. But yeah, I just wanted to show aloe vera because it's such a nice indoor plant. You can also keep it outdoor. I love these type of desert, more like desert type of plants, such as desert rose, hibiscus, aloe vera, succulents. I don't know if all of them are like solid desert plants, but I love them. So first and foremost, I bought soil, very like basic floral soil that I'm going to fill. And now this is, I don't mind recycling type of stuff I'm using or eating or whatever. So I actually have one of these ice cream vegan. Okay, it's a vegan ice cream that I purchased, and I've been eating it for the past couple of days together with another recommendation, pea protein, together with vanilla vegan ice cream. Is a very good mix. It tastes very good. So basically it doesn't taste like protein powder. So yeah, I'm gonna use this box to plant these pea sprouts. So what I did today was that I have like a yellow pea box with the whole peas like this. They are very inexpensive. You can find them in any supermarket. However, you should preferably choose the ones that are organic. So I actually took the one that was organic, and then I let them soak in water for approximately as many hours as I was able to leave them. I might be away partly tomorrow, so otherwise I would have liked to leave them until tomorrow morning, but I thought that I may not want to be planting this tomorrow in the morning, so I will do it instead tonight. Whoops. So yeah, I just have kind of a lot of like peas. Actually it end up, because if you take a little amount, they will actually get a little bit swollen and stuff, so it will end up being a lot of peas at the end, but I will try and plant all of these. So first and foremost, I'm just going to fill this glass ice cream box. This one is plastic. I would prefer to make some holes at the bottom of this one, so, and then put the lead underneath, so any of the extra water will be able to filter through. to avoid getting any mold in this box, but I think I will be very careful when I'm doing the watering, so I will be able to control the amount of the water. So I'm gonna fill up this one approximately 4 centimeter, approximately that much, like with the soil, and because you don't need that much soil for this, you know. So I'm just going to take a little of this, and okay, that is already too much. That is already too much, I can see this. So you have to sort of break apart some of these soil pieces. You see, this is just like what you would use for any plant, like flower that you're doing indoor plants. So obviously you should be careful when you're choosing the soil. This, because when you're growing something that you're going to be consuming, eating, they say that you should be very careful, but to be honest, I mean, if you're growing some plants outdoor in the soil, like spinach, salad, whatever, I feel like, you know, you will eat whatever, wherever they have grown, you know. So I think this is totally fine to use this soil. This is actually said that this soil is perfect, suitable for like, if you will be doing organic type of planting or something, you know, it's suitable for that. So I'm just trying to get, you know, breaking apart any bigger pieces of the soil into here, and then I'm just going to pack the soil a little bit so I don't have it like, you know, like some bigger pieces. I want it like, I want the piece to be able to rest on top of this soil. So I don't know what the heck is this. I'm not gonna use that one at least. So you see, you don't need so much soil. This is a very simple type of planting project. You're just going to pack the soil to the bottom here. I'm considering if I should have any more soil. Maybe I will take a little bit more. So when I was younger, I used to have my own garden house. Every summer I had tomatoes. I used to plant like spinach, salad, like carrots, radish, kale, broccoli, cauliflower. I had pepper, like red peppers. I had all types of things. I had tried grow all types of vegetables, and yeah, I also did a fountain when I was a kid, you know. So I was kind of a garden freak. I used to start in February to buy seeds and plant stuff, you know, that needed to be, you know, grown for a while. So anyway, I think this is enough soil. So in here, what I should do now is preferably to add some water. And I'm thinking if I have my water bottle not anywhere near the camera. So anyway, what I will do, I will put the peas right on top of the soil. So, because they are actually a little bit wet, so I think this will be fine. I will put some water after I have placed these into the soil here. So you don't have these to actually be sprouting too much when you're putting them on the soil, because I think it's actually better if they can get some roots directly in the soil instead of having like sprouted peas that you're putting on top here. I think it's better that they actually get, you know, like connection with the soil before. But obviously it would probably been, you should preferably keep these in water before you're doing this, so they really will be able to, you know, getting into the, what is it called, like, you know, actually getting a little bit like, you know, prepared that they're starting the process of actually awakening seed or whatever you want to call this, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, so I'm just putting them, I think this is enough, to be honest. I don't think I can fit any more of these peas. So as you can see, I have covered the entire bottom here. I think this will be totally enough, more than enough. So some of these may not sprout, that is a normal, such as halfly chopped peas will not sprout because they are broken. You need to have whole peas for this, you know, that's important in this matter. They need to be whole, solid, so they actually have all the stuff they need to actually be able to sprout. I do have a ton of other you know, peas in here. So what I think I'm going to do is that I will put, because I don't have any jars, I don't have anything here where I am currently situated at, but what I will do is that I'm going to put some soil on top of the lid of this vegan ice cream thing, and then I will put these rest of the peas on top of that soil, and then whenever tomorrow hopefully, or after a couple of days, when I have some other box where I could do some more planting, I will transfer those other, you know, peas and stuff into whatever other jar I will find. So that is how I'm going to do. And now what I will do is that I'm going to set them on a window sill, like next on a window thing, because now it's summer, so the sun in the daytime gets kind of, you know, it gets a lot of sun. If this was in the winter time, you should preferably have like some extra light, some white light that will be, you know, sort of kicking off that process of sprouting and for the seeds to actually start grow. But I think this will be totally fine. Important here is to ensure that all of the peas actually have contact, solid contact with the soil, because they need to be in contact with the soil to actually, you know, sort of be able to grow and get some nutrients and stuff from the soil. So you want to ensure they are in contact with the soil. Now, not all of these will, as I said, they probably are not going to be sprouting, but some of them will. And what I will also do is to ensure they are moist. So I will spray or add some water like in the morning and in the evening, to ensure they are always like moist, because that is very important when you're sprouting. And then after a couple of days, maybe 2 to 3 days, I will start to see some of the sprouts, you know, like actually popping. And then after a while, up to 2 weeks, I'm going to have these green, hopefully, you know, green sprouts ready to be consumed. So one of the good thing is that I want to sort of, this is not going to be my whole intake. Let's talk about vegan food intake. This is not going to be my whole like greeny leafy type of food intake, but what I will do is that I will see how much I will be able to actually get out of these green pea sprouts, because you can actually harvest them up to 3 times. So what I will do is that I will cut them, not right at the root, but a little bit on top, maybe where the first leaf is sort of at, and then it will sort of continue to grow up to 2 to 3 times. So it means I will be able to harvest up to 3 times the same lot of peas that I have put in this one. So now I'm going to, as I said, since I have a bunch of other seeds here, this is actually a box I'm using for like food and stuff, so I don't want to put my soil in there, but I'm going to put some soil on top of here and put those rest of the peas here, and then whenever I have a deeper pot where I can plant, I will just transfer those in here. So what I will do with these is, as I said, I will put them next to the window, and then I'm also going to put some water now, and I will do it in the morning and ensure they are staying moist. I'm probably going to be away either from tomorrow or the day after, unfortunately, but it's only going to be 1 or 2 nights, so I will try and ensure they are moist when I leave, because I'm gonna go on some sort of countryside slash bicycling, oh my goodness, bicycling type of activity, whatever, you know. So yeah, I will not be able to put so much water to these plants the following days, but I will see how exactly that's going to turn out. So I will also put a little bit of soil on top of these peas, because I realized that I should probably do that as well, you know, because you want them to sprout, and if they're going to be in solid sunlight, I think potentially they may not sprout, because the sun, if they're just going to be shining on these, I think that you know, some, you know, sleep or whatever, they may not be actually growing. So I will put a little bit of soil on top here just for the plants to really have access to the soil, and because also I don't know how they're going to be sprouting, in which direction. It depends on how these peas and sprouts, whatever, how they are, you know, placed into the box. So I will take now the rest of these seeds, and by the way, I'm using, when you like planting indoor, make sure you have some cover, you know, so you don't have soil everywhere. I have like some, actually a glass for a frame type of thing. Very random, but it's actually very easy to wash. So I'm using that, so I'm getting most of the, you know, if I'm dropping any soil while I'm doing this, it will fall on that one. As well, I'm doing it on one of my yoga mats, so yeah, that's a good tip. So in case you have those chopped, like halfly split peas, you know already that they are not going to grow, so you can potentially remove them. So you have place for all these other ones that will be sprouting potentially. But yeah, this is a super simple project. I mean, and what you can do if you want to have, like, you know, these type of peas and stuff growing. I know that they are now almost covering each other, but I'm going to move them into some other boxes later on. So once you have like started up with growing these, and you want to ensure you have like a supply of peas over, you know, just as you're going about and consuming them, you could make some, you know, within a couple of days. Maybe I will see how well these are sprouting and all these things. I will, maybe after a couple of days, maybe 5 days, I might do a new batch, and then I will have like continuous supply of these greens. But also I need to consider the fact, since I said that I may not going to be around, I probably will be around for, so I can have like 2 to 3 weeks ahead, or at least 2 weeks potentially. I will see how it's gonna go. But yeah, you obviously, if you're going to be traveling away or being away or whatever, you don't need supply of these, so then you maybe want to avoid having all of these greens just lingering around. But yeah, I think this is enough. So what I will do is that I'm going to add some water to this, and then I'll put them in the windowsill and see how well they grow, and I will give an update on how this is gonna go. But very simple way of actually doing some indoor green planting stuff that you actually can eat if you want to at least make a small effort in being more you know, self-sufficient when it comes concerning your food intake. If you're a vegan and you want also to add some really nutrient type of dense food into your diet, or just, you know, because it's kind of complicated to buy these in the food shop. They can be kind of expensive, and also if you're buying them, you need to consume them within the upcoming days and keep them inside of the like a fridge, while these, they are in the soil, so you don't have to worry about them being inside of the fridge or something getting ruined. You can actually just keep them, chop them off as you go about consuming them, and it is right, you know exactly how you've been planting them and everything. So that is it. I'm gonna end this video here, but very simple way of making some food stuff. And don't forget to water them, as I said, up to 2 days, up to 2 times every day, if you are able to do that.